Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. My name is Danielle and this is my perspective. So two things I want to do in this video. First is to remind you that at the end of this week on August 22nd, we have a full moon. So it may not be the end of this week for you guys. I think your week starts on Sundays. My week, I start my week on Monday. So Monday is the start of my week. Each person can do whatever they want. You can start your week on Wednesdays if you want. So on Sunday, August 22nd, it is a full moon. So keep that in mind. Do your preparations and everything as you see fit for your life. Second thing, I would like to talk about self-love. And I see that I have a glare in the camera. Sorry, guys. So self-love, a lot of people see self-love as washing your face, brushing your teeth, doing your hair, and taking care of your personal appearance, things like that. I'm going to talk about self-love in a completely different way. Self-love brings you confidence. Self-love allows you to see things in a completely different way. You are more confident in who you are and why you do a lot of the things that you do, or why you need to start aligning your life to make room for the things that you value. You basically have to put yourself as a priority, because if you don't put yourself as a priority, who will? That can go very many places and many, many examples, but I want to share with you that you just have to take time for yourself. In this time and day, a lot of people expect you to be busy, 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 always doing something, because if you are seen as not doing anything, then it's like you're lazy, you're not productive, things like that. When I was trying to figure out a whole lot of things, I would go through phases where I was doing nothing, like nothing, literally. And it's because I didn't want to get into the habit of doing this because I always do this. I wanted to be like, okay, am I watching TV because I always watch TV, or am I watching TV because it calms me, I like it? Like, why am I watching TV? And so from then, like, I cut down on watching TV a lot. Like, I don't even have a TV. You know, if I want to watch something, I'm usually going to look at it on my iPad. So sometimes I look at YouTube videos on my phone. But yeah, it's just like, it takes away from the things that I want to do. You know, it's just something that just like takes time, takes attention away from other things that I should be spending my time on. So it was during that time when you get quiet and when you just learn who you are. Another thing about me, as y'all already know, is I don't like to carry a lot of stuff around with me. And so, you know, if I leave and I move from one apartment to another apartment, or whatever, from one city to another city, if you have to physically pack up everything and take it with you, then you're like, I don't need a bed, guys. I don't need a bed. So yeah, it's just that's what's helped me with a lot of my decisions, and I actually love that. And on top of me doing that, I don't like clutter in my room. So I don't want to open up a door and see a bed taking more than half of the space. Like that's so irritating. My daughter is always just like, Ma, you need a Murphy bed, because then, you know, I can fold the bed up and it can be out of the way. And yeah, that probably would work, but a Murphy bed just seems like it's bulky. I know they have different trendy ones, but we'll see. We'll see. Right now, I'm not even worried about getting a bed. Like it's not there. But take time for yourself. Don't fall into the trap of feeling like you have to be busy, busy, busy all day. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that you need to have a million things on your to-do list. And then when that's done, you just move it to the next day so that you have more things to do. Or even worse, you feel like ish, because at the end of the day, you still have 20 things on your list that you didn't do. And it's just like, oh man, I didn't make good use of my time. Like, don't do that. Like, that's so damaging. So what you do need to do is, I'm telling you, just trust me. There's so many reasons, and this video can go so freaking long, but you have to take time for yourself. You have to learn who you are. You have to remember who you are. A lot of times you go through life and you start putting things on the back burner, And when you start putting those things on the back burner, it changes your focus from being what is probably your true core self to what you feel needs to be done. Like, for example, as a single parent, I had to put a lot of things, I felt I needed to put a lot of my things on the back burner and go out and do whatever job, whatever gig I could get, so that I had money coming into the house so that I could take care of me and my daughter. And I'm not in that position anymore. And so it was time for me to start taking those things off the back burner. But because I had done that for so many years, it was like hard to find. And so I needed to make sure that I was being quiet and sitting still and everything and all these opportunities. And at first it was very uncomfortable because I'm used to having my daughter around, and it was just like, she's not there. And so then I'm like focusing on, what is she doing right now? Is she okay? You know, I'm focusing on her instead of that time for myself. And so now a couple more years have passed, and it's just like, oh, yeah, I'm still learning some things. I mean, you don't raise somebody and have somebody and you're like that close for 20 years and then it's just like, who cares? Again, I am not a traditional, conventional parent. I was not the parent to be like, I'm kicking you out at the age of 18. So no, it wasn't any of that. Yes, she was definitely making her own decisions at the age of 18. And we actually lived apart at the age of 18. And then we lived together again. So we go back and forth with living together, not living together type thing. But it also helps me with my transitioning, my mindset as well. But that's all still part of self-love. And it's just that part where you pull aside and you're like, okay, who am I? What am I remembering? What do I love? What are my characteristics? What do I like? What do I not like? Why do I like this? Why do I not like this? And all of that. Another thing that comes up, or that did come up, and this was a few years ago, was I was always asked about being single. For all my single people out there, y'all are probably asked the same thing that I'm asked. What's wrong with you? You know, that's not cool, because if you're not spending that time with yourself, then you might start wondering, what's wrong with me, if you are not in a relationship. And that's not the case. Like, you have to know a couple of things. One, you're always manifesting. Okay, so don't look at it as, okay, I don't have somebody because I still need to manifest this man, I still need to manifest this woman, whatever the case is. No, it's probably something else, because you're manifesting all the time. Don't act like you need to learn how to manifest. You manifest all the freaking time. Spend time with yourself. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna keep repeating this because this is such a freaking key. This is a key, okay? And some of y'all will get it immediately. Some of y'all will get it way later on. Some of y'all may never get it. But if you're on this channel, you'll get it. It'll just depend on when you get it. But get to know yourself. So for me, single. I've been single for a really long time. And it is not that there is something wrong with me. And I know that. When I was raising my child, I did not want to have men in my life, in my daughter's life, because I knew that I raised my daughter in an unconventional way, untraditional way. I did not want somebody who may have traditional values or anything like that to come in, and even if they don't know her, even if they've never met her, because I didn't give them a chance to meet her, I didn't want anybody to give their 2 cents on anything that I may say to them about how I'm raising my child. Like, if I'm like, ooh, I wonder what my child wants for dinner today. I don't want a man to just, who doesn't know her or our situation, be like, what do you mean? What does she want for dinner? Aren't you the mother? Don't you tell her what she's gonna have for dinner? That kind of thing, guys. I didn't need that kind of energy. So there was no space for me to be introducing a man into a relationship. Now, if my daughter knew the people already and we were friends or whatever, then yeah, there were certain situations. But as far as me bringing in all these various men trying to find the right one or whatever, no, that was too much energy. After my child was an adult, bringing a man in, no, that's too much energy. Why is it too much energy? Because now it's like I'm focusing my energy on me, learning me, getting me back to where I want to be, where I'm like, okay, this is my drive, this is my purpose, this is my goal, this is my everything, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. And if you follow me on my channel, even with food, y'all see how I go back and forth with different food things. And you don't want to bring somebody into a relationship when you're still trying to figure out all the things that make you happy. You don't want to do that. That is so frustrating. I imagine that would be so frustrating. Again, I am not one that is a relationship expert, but I can definitely put myself on both sides. I can see things from objective perspectives and everything else. And so I feel that would be rude and disrespectful for me to entertain the idea of bringing in someone into a relationship with me when I am so happy and content with still learning and remembering what makes me happy, what makes me tick, and all those things. And there's just so much more. So don't be one that is single and you feel like you have to be in a relationship because so many people say you have to be in a relationship, or so many people are like, what's wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. Let's go talk about manifesting for real quick while we are still talking about self-love. So let's be on the topic of relationships. So remember, you're always manifesting, right? If you're always manifesting, and I'm going to say universe, okay? You can substitute universe for God, Mother Earth, whoever you want to, whoever, okay? But I'm just going to say universe. So if you're putting out this energy and you're just like, okay, I want to manifest this type of man or woman or person into my life, into a relationship. We're going to put this person up here, right? And so this is this person with all these dream qualities that you have, all those qualities, right? And so somebody comes up and you see them and they catch your eye, or you catch their eye. Whatever the case is, y'all end up talking. And they come in about right here, right? And you know that they come in right here, but you still give them that time and energy. When you give them that time and energy, that is like when your energy, guys, your energy is so freaking much. But when you give them all that energy, then it's like telling the universe, I changed my mind. I don't want this up here. I want this right here. Thank you. And that's what you're doing when you entertain someone that's at that level. So when you spend time with yourself and you are giving yourself that self-love will also be confidence. And so when you have that confidence and somebody walks up to you and they are not your type, they are not your flavor, they don't have all the qualities that you demand, then that's when you say, thank you, no thank you, or you just thank you, keep it moving, or I'm not interested, or no thank you. Yeah, no thank you. I say no thank you to everything. Somebody, girl, boy, y'all, somebody come up to me and they be like, you got $5? No thank you. I just say no thank you. It's just an automatic thing, and I just like, no thank you. And they probably be like, did you even hear what I said? But no thank you to your energy is what's going on. No thank you. No thank you. So yeah, don't entertain that, right? And so if you don't entertain that, let's just say that somebody comes up to you and they're like this and you spot it right away, you don't entertain it, then the energy that you have put out there is still just like, I'm waiting for this up here. And so the universe is going to be like, okay, yeah. So we tried to send her one and we knew that wasn't it, but we just wanted to see. And she said no. So yeah, that means she's true on what she want up there. So there you go. Now here's another thing. If you guys, if you say that you want this up here, right? And then like a month pass and you're like, and then another month pass, and you're like, what are you doing? I need you to sit yourself in that corner and have yourself time again. Have your personal time, your quiet time again. Because we do not lower our standards at all. At all. And yeah, we just don't. Okay? When you are ready, When all the energy and everything is ready, trust everything will be there. In the meantime, continue to work on yourself, continue to pour into yourself, continue to love on yourself. There is so much that you can do each and every single day. And if you are sitting around waiting for somebody else to come into your life to make you feel like you are complete, you aren't loving yourself enough. How can somebody else who you completely don't know at this time and moment right now love you more than you love yourself? What are you doing? I need you to get on it. I need you to love yourself, because if you don't put yourself as a priority, who will? And why? Why? If you call yourself a great person, male, female, whoever, whatever, however you identify, if you are great, why would you put the burden of somebody else loving you enough or more than enough to make up for this lack that you have for yourself? You don't do that to somebody. You work on yourself. You don't want to come to somebody all broken up. Like, I understand we are not going to be picture perfect people, but if you know you got these weaknesses, I need you to work on them. Don't you bring your broke self to somebody else wanting them to fix you. I need you to start working on yourself, fixing yourself. So yeah, I'm just saying. So that was manifesting, when we just talking about the manifesting and how you have to have your energy. And when you have your energy correct, your energy is coming correct because you are learning and knowing who you are. You are remembering who you are. Another thing as far as energy and manifesting and all that, we need to get into the mindset of abundance mindset. How do you get into abundance mindset? So for me, I am a very creative person. With me being creative, I really love, y'all, I love doing stuff like with my hands and things like that. So while I am not like the best artist, I do like DIY stuff. Like, I like sewing and things like that. I played the violin for quite a long time. And even with that, like, I just picked up the violin and I just played. I am not one of the people. My brother is also another person. We did not spend hours upon hours practicing, okay? I'm not even gonna say anything, but we didn't spend hours upon hours practicing, but we won a lot of awards. We were given a lot of great opportunities, and people thought that we practiced all these hours and things, and we did not. For the most part, my brother and I might have picked up our violins maybe 5 minutes before we needed to be somewhere. And we would play very great. We were both first chair violinists, first chair, first violin, not first chair, second violin, but first chair, first violinist. When I stopped playing on a very regular basis, I had been playing for 19 years. And that is just me playing throughout the whole time. And then I would also play for my daughter. And then I just put the violin down and I was done. Not that I can't play, I was just done. And so, yeah, we are very creative people. We are very artistic people. And so I'm still following y'all. So being creative and artistic, I have a different mindset. I like to think outside the box. When I think outside the box, I also like to live outside the box. Remember, I raised my daughter, and it was not your traditional way. And so we were outside the box. My daughter likes to call me a hippie or whatever. I don't identify as a hippie. Like, when you Google hippie and you see some of these people, I don't really identify with a lot of those people. But I'm different. So when you are different, you think different, you think outside the box, you live outside the box. And so here's the thing. When problems come, when obstacles come, and you have to think about them or focus on them or come up with a solution, most times your solution is outside the box. The issue with me was always, my issue was always that my solution was outside the box. And when I tried to share my solution with other people, because it was so freaking outside the box, they were like, no, 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 girl, you can't do that. That is not going to happen. That's a dream, you know? And so it would be that kind of thing. It would crush me. And so then it would be like, ah. So then I would go and look for the solution that was inside the box. And so that kept me inside the box. And so now, you know, this time has passed, and it's like me coming back to remembering who I am. And I am a creative person. I am an artistic person. I am a dreamy person. And so it's like, these are my dreams. These dreams become reality. You know, your dreams may not come reality for you the same way my dreams come reality, because you feel that your dreams need to be inside the box. And so for you to have inside the box dreams, you may say, I will never be able to do X, Y, and Z because I'm outside the box. I'm like, oh man, no, that's not enough. I need more. And so it's coming from an abundance mindset. There is freaking more than enough, guys. Like, I don't care what it is that you're looking for. There's more than enough. People want to say that there's not a good ratio of men to women or whatever the case is. Trust me, there's more than enough. There's whatever it is you're looking for. If you need some material to sew some clothes, you ain't got to go to the fabric store. You can go to your closet and repurpose some stuff. You can go to somebody else's closet when they about to throw out their stuff and repurpose their stuff. Y'all stop playing. There is so freaking much. You need to think outside the box. And if you need help thinking outside the box, go to any creative artistic person. Go to anybody who you think is non-traditional. Trust me. They got some answers. They got some solutions for you. So yeah. But that's all I wanted to say, guys. Make sure you spend time. I am so serious. Spend time with yourself. You have to get to know yourself. You have to remember who you are. There are so many things that you put on the back burner. There are so many things that you let people come and tell you is not reality. It can be your reality. There's some reason that you had that thought or concept in your head. Don't let others take it and squash it. Don't let others kill that vibe for you. You make sure that you live in that moment. You make sure that if that's your dream, that is your dream. If other people start naysaying and hating on whatever it is that you're saying, stop talking to them about your dream. They're not meant to hear it. There are a lot of people who you don't share things with until it manifests. It is in physical form. And then when they want to be like, oh man, ooh, what, how? You'll be like, what? I always wanted this. I knew I was going to get it. I got it. You know, don't share with them because they're not ready. And if you have to get to that place where, and again, this is when you're spending time with yourself, you will see that there are some people that you can't share things with. Can't share things with everybody. Sometimes the only person you can share something with is that pen and paper. You know, if you're not a writer, it is when you are sitting there and you are talking to yourself or you are meditating, whatever it is that works for you, it is during that time. And that's who you share it with, and that's who it's vivid for. And you can have your different symbols. You can put different things on your phone as screensavers or whatever the case is, something that you visit often. Like I even have stuff on the back of my bedroom door. So every time I'm opening up that bedroom door, it's there, bow, you know, so it's just different things that can be your motivation. That can be your why for the day. And so circling back, and then I'm done, circling back to your why for the day. If you know who you are because you're spending that time filling yourself with self-love, when you get to the point and you don't have your day, when your day comes, it's not full of all these to-do things, guess what? You may have one or two things that you're doing that is going directly in line. You are directly aligned for what you are manifesting, right? This next thing that you're manifesting, that next major thing that you're manifesting. Or let's say in a different term for you, if you have a major life goal, you don't have to do all these things every single day. You may just need to take 1, 2, or 3 steps every single day to get you to that goal. And the rest of that time, You do what you want to do with it. So you don't have to be busy the entire day. You really need to be quiet for a good portion of the day, because that thing may change. That thing may need to be tweaked a little bit, something, you know. Don't sit there. Don't be somebody who plans and you plan these things out and you don't visit it every single day. You need to visit it every day. You need to visit every night, because something may change throughout the day, overnight, or whatever, and you don't want to just be in automatic mode and go and do it. And again, this is because you are spending that time in self-love. Self-love is you love yourself so freaking much that you are willing to spend time with yourself. This is where I'm blocking off this much time so I can spend it with myself. I can talk to myself. I can get back in touch with myself. I can see exactly what all of my dreams are in vivid. Like I can see, taste, smell, touch, all of it, right? There you go. So this video is definitely long enough. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, words of advice, positive feedback, or anything, y'all, put it in the comment section below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And of course, again, I'm probably gonna do another video on this, but yeah, if you like my personality, anything, my voice, y'all, whatever. You think I might be smart, but you ain't sure, y'all, this is what you do. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as I upload a video, and maybe you might find out if I'm smart or not. Until then, y'all have a great one.